Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Well, good evening and thanks for joining us. Watching 4 News Now at 6. I'm Rob King, filling in for Jordan Smith tonight. Well, in Fire Watch coverage, Level 3 evacuations have been issued in Chelan County for anyone living north of Jim Smith Road and west of Connery Road. We have this region mapped out for you on your screen. The fire is burning on the east side of the road, and those who live in this area should get out now. Through traffic on Squilchuck Road will be closed at Methow Street. We'll be following this fire on our website, KXLY.com. Well, a dog was killed in a fire last night in Grant County and several other animals were injured. Happened here on Elder Street and 2nd Avenue in the city of Soap Lake. The firefighters arrived at the scene to see smoke coming from all 4 corners of a single-story home. Vehicles were parked in the driveway, but the search found no humans inside. However, 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a tarantula survived the fire. One of the 3 dogs inhaled too much smoke and is currently under the care of a vet. There was another dog involved that was also killed in this incident. The fire was located in the kitchen and then spread into the attic. The cause was determined to be electrical. Well, for a look at what you can expect in the forecast this week, we'll toss things over to Allison Martinez, who's filling in for Matt Gray today. How are we looking, Al?
We're looking pretty good. Look at that gorgeous sunset happening right now. It's 69 degrees in Spokane, so it's going to be a really comfortable evening ahead. Now, 4 things to know for the week ahead. We have a clear and cool night tonight. Then tomorrow will be warm and sunny again. We'll have more of those temperatures in the 70s, but we have a cool down midweek. And with that cool down, we also have some rain that will enter the forecast on Wednesday. For our current temperatures, we're looking at 69 degrees in Spokane and 64 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 68 in St. Mary's, 63 in Pullman, and 70 degrees right now in Lewiston. For our morning, we have temperatures in the 40s. Our overnight lows, 43 in Spokane, 48 in Coeur d'Alene, 51 degrees in Kellogg, 44 in Pullman. Grand Coulee, you're at 48 degrees, and Omak, you're at 44. Now for tomorrow, we have another really nice day with temperatures in the 70s. We're going to be seeing plenty of sunshine all day long. If you're a fan of the warmer temperatures like I am, this is a great time to get outside, enjoy the time while you can with these warm conditions, because midweek we have a little bit of a drastic cool down coming up. We're starting off our day tomorrow with temperatures in the 40s, 60 degrees at 11 a.m., 69 by 1, and then we'll be in the 70s for the early afternoon, 72 degrees at 3 p.m., and we'll cool down to 65 at 7.
All right, Allison, thanks. Well, hundreds raced through the Lilac City this afternoon, competing in the Spokane Marathon. 4 News Now was at the finish line today as runners crossed to the sounds of cheers and signs encouraging them to push forward. Part of the fun of the Spokane Marathon is that it's a Boston qualifier. Additionally, the Spokane 10K, a part of the race, is a qualifier for the Bloomsday second seeding. So, no time to jog. The finish line near the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena also had food and race medals for all the runners. What a great time. Well, the Washington Department of Health recently initiated a new pilot program. It allows EMS responders to administer a different kind of drug while responding to opioid-related calls. Hunter Bertram joins us in studio with what buprenorphine does and how Spokane is using it.
Yeah, in the event of an opioid overdose, the top priority for first responders is to revive a person using this, naloxone, also known as Narcan. However, giving excessive amounts of Narcan can induce severe withdrawal symptoms, intensifying cravings, and the risk of relapsing.
We want solution. I don't want to just reverse the overdose. I want to reverse the overdose, save the life, but I also want to change the life.
Dr. Edminster, the medical director for the Spokane Fire Department, tells me that providing buprenorphine improves the chances of people struggling with addiction to participate in treatment.
We need solutions other than just reviving people so that they can go use fentanyl again.
Which is why the Washington Department of Health started a new program that allows treatment using buprenorphine. This drug targets the same receptors that are stimulated by opioids like fentanyl. So now patients are given the option to take this drug, which can reduce withdrawal symptoms, preventing a patient from wanting to take more drugs. Dr. Edminster does note that this is a trial pilot, stating that it may not be a forever solution, but at least it's an attempt to help the opioid crisis.
I'm tired of doing the same thing over and over again and not seeing a significant result. So we can continue to just give people Narcan, wake them up, and send them on their way. or we can try and find alternative solutions that are novel, adjust, measure, improve is the mantra in emergency and EMS services, is measure and improve, and we'll continue to do that.
And currently, the Spokane Fire Department's Behavioral Response Unit can give doses with the patient's consent, but only if they meet specific DOH criteria for taking the drug. In studio, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
All right, Hunter, thanks. Well, Neighbors Feeding Neighbors, a nonprofit in Spokane Valley, held a massive community meal today. Over the past week, volunteers have prepared more than 400 hot, ready-to-eat meals. Nudo Ramen House generously donated today's meal, providing 400 chicken chow mein and pork fried rice meals for the 4th year in a row. Students from Gonzaga Prep and Lewis and Clark High School pitched in to serve the meals today, generously giving their time to support those in need in our community.
It makes me feel good because there's been a couple of times where I'm like, there's like no food in the fridge and I'm like, what am I gonna eat? So like, it makes me feel good to know that people who might not have enough money to go out and get food are getting food for free.
Jaden Jones-Ross and her grandmother also put together treat bags filled with candy and Muddy Buddies, or also known as puppy chow. While 4 News Now was there, many community members stopped by expressing gratitude to the volunteers and leaving with a warm meal for their Sunday afternoon. Larry Behringer, the head of Neighbors Feeding Neighbors, mentioned that the next community meal scheduled for November 24th, the day before Thanksgiving. Well, coming up after the break, if you wish you had a personal assistant to help you with your holiday shopping, you may be in luck this season. Walmart and Amazon are rolling out a new AI shopping experience just before Black Friday. And still ahead, we have this week's Air for Adventure, where we'll take a bird's eye view of autumn in Sandpoint. Don't go away.
We may have warm days and sunshine in our forecast now, but rain will enter the picture mid-week. We're giving you a breakdown of these rain chances coming up.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by Washington Trust Bank Shred Day.
Across our state, we have roads and bridges in desperate need of repair. But Initiative 2117 would make things even worse, slashing funding for infrastructure, putting all of us at risk. 2117 is a bad deal for Washington.
Don't slide into winter.
Plan ahead and save with Perfection Tire's preseason pricing and Cooper rebates up to $200. Superior tire brands with unmatched performance and reliable warranties.
Get the best for less. Nobody beats perfection.
This holiday season, believe in the magic of the North Pole. As you set sail for a holiday adventure like no other, marvel over the stunning light display along the magical journey to meet Santa. Experience the magic that only happens on Lake Coeur d'Alene. Even the Grinch can't resist the holiday cheer. Book during Santa's Sneak Peek Week and enjoy 25% off tickets from November 15th to November 27th and discover the magic of the holiday season.
From the ages of 13 to 15, I experienced childhood sexual abuse, and the abuse ended when I became pregnant. I made the choice to end my pregnancy. In Congress, Dave Reichert voted to ban abortion nationwide. He voted against exceptions. Reichert said as governor, he would work to unravel protection for abortion access here, and I think that is cruel. If Reichert becomes governor, I believe women are in danger. He's wrong for Washington.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables.
This is Tony.
Things that I've tried have failed.
And this is Tony's Good Feet story.
Before my arch supports, I felt defeated. But since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain, which still is kind of crazy to me. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out. I would recommend it to anyone. You've tried everything that's not working, give it a try.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
Don't get left out in the cold.
Beat the crowds and save with Perfection Tire's preseason pricing. Plus, get expert winter service with our certified technicians to keep your car running smoothly all season long.
Nobody beats perfection. For us, protecting the land means everything. It's our homestead and legacy. But Initiative 2117 puts our air and water at risk, and cuts to transportation funding will make it harder to move products. 2117 is a bad deal for Washington.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU, here for good.
Welcome back. It's 10 till 6:10. Time to go for another ride on the Air 4 drone. And this week, we're giving you a bird's eye view of some of the amazing fall colors you can see right now in Bonner County. Let's soar above Sandpoint for this week's Air 4 adventure.
As summer turns to fall in North Idaho, the nights grow longer, signaling the trees to get ready for the long winter to come. The green of spring and summer fades to gold as the weeks progress. In Bonner County, clusters of trees along the Pend Oreille River frame the scenic drive along nearby U.S. Highway 2. If you look up into the mountains, you may spot flecks of gold from the tamaracks. Some of them are hundreds of years old. At the heart of it all is the town of Sandpoint, nestled on the western shore of Lake Pend Oreille.
Best small town in America. Sandpoint is wonderful in any season, but fall especially because of the temperatures and the colors are amazing. There's such a richness of the yellows and the reds and the oranges, and it's just about ready to burst. There's some color you can see now, but it is going to be peak in just a couple of days. Sandpoint is a wonderful place to visit. It's a greater place to live, but we love visiting and our visitors who come to Sandpoint. Fall hiking is spectacular. The Pend Oreille Bay Trail hugs the lake, and it's accessible right from downtown Sandpoint at City Beach. Fall colors right now on the Pend Oreille Bay Trail are amazing. This is the Sand Creek Trail, so it's just across the Sand Creek, and you can access it from about the same point down at City Beach. Any season in Sandpoint is spectacular, but fall especially so. Sandpoint is the perfect place to come for fall.
I actually was in the Sandpoint Bonners Ferry area this morning, this weekend, and it's beautiful there. All the trees are golden. It's out of a book.
It's been really cool to see the transition, even though we're going to lose some of the nice weather in lieu of colder weather, but still cool to see the leaves change.
That is true. Luckily, though, we have a few more days of 70-degree temperature, so
well, tell us about it, Allison.
Of course, of course. Soak it up while you can, because we're cooling down here pretty drastically midweek. Right now, we have an overnight low of 43 degrees for tonight. It's going to be clear. It's going to be cool. We have light winds. Tomorrow, 77 degrees. Hard to really think about these warm days when we have those fall-like conditions outside, just as we saw in that Air 4 adventure, but mostly sunny skies for tomorrow and light winds. Around the region for tomorrow, 75 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 75 in Kellogg, also Sandpoint, you're at 71, 77 degrees in Spokane, 73 in Ritzville, and 76 degrees in Wenatchee. Here is our high temperature trend. So you can see the roller coaster that we have in store over the next couple of days. Right here for Monday, we are way warmer than average, 77 degrees. This white line is our normal, and by about Wednesday, midweek, we'll be right at that mark. It feels like it's been a while since we've been there. 60 degrees will be our high for Wednesday, and then we're dipping down way cooler for the rest of the week ahead. So 53 on Friday and 56 on Saturday. So quite a switch around from what we had this weekend. And of course, with those changes with our high temperatures also comes our low temperature trend. You can see 48 for Tuesday, 49 is our overnight low for Wednesday, 37 on Thursday, and then Friday, this is the bit of a jump scare here, 32 degrees is our overnight low. So most of our areas will be right at that freezing point or below it. So it's going to be a very cold morning there, and then we'll heat up a little bit for the days to follow. Along with those cooler temperatures, we also do have some rain chances starting off our week dry for Monday. We have some very, very slight chances for Tuesday and Wednesday. This is where you have to take note. We're seeing increasing confidence for rain on Wednesday, an 80% chance of measurable rain. Thursday, we're looking at a 60% chance, and then we're seeing more dry conditions for the weekend. Here's your planning forecast, 77 degrees for Monday, plenty of sunshine. Tuesday, we start to cool down just a tad here, 70 degrees. Wednesday, 60. We're seeing that potential for rain. 54 degrees on Thursday. We'll see more clouds for the second half of the week. Friday, 53, and then we'll be in the 50s for the weekend. As we said here, along with those cooler temperatures and rain chances, are overnight lows. So as you send kids off to the bus stop, you'll want to put them in an extra heavy jacket, maybe some mittens, maybe a hat this week, especially for Friday. This is the day you'll want to have on your radar. We'll have a very cool start to the day. And looking even further to the future, this is the week of October 21st through 27th, and you can see we are continuing to trend cooler here. We are this area in the baby blue for North Idaho and eastern Washington. And for that rain, our rain chances are sticking around here as well as we look to the future. We'll break down this a little bit further coming up. Rob?
All right, Allison, thanks.
We're just all waiting. Everybody's in the same boat.
Well, thousands of drivers in Florida this weekend wait in line for free fuel following Hurricane Milton. Over the next few days, more than 100 million gallons of fuel will come into Tampa's ports so that people will have enough fuel to power their generators. Now, this is where President Biden arrived this morning. He announced $600 million of support for electrical grids and regional power system support. Currently, 1.5 million people are without power after these storms. The White House says the funding is a long-term investment as storms continue to batter the U.S. And taking a look at the presidential candidates, just over 3 weeks until Election Day. Both Trump and Harris focusing on key battleground states that could be the deciding factor on November 5th. Today, Vice President Kamala Harris campaigned in North Carolina, where she discussed hurricane recovery and Trump's medical records. She told voters there's still hard work ahead.
It's going to be a tight race until the very end. And we are running as the underdog. So we have some hard work ahead of us, but we like hard work.
Polls show that the vice president is currently tied with Trump in North Carolina. Her next stop, Washington, D.C. While former President Trump attended a roundtable discussion in Prescott, Arizona, he urged voters to cast their ballots early.
Early voting by mail, we're finally there. Take back our country.
Early voting and voting by mail opened up in the battleground state earlier this week. We're also learning more about a man arrested near former President Donald Trump's campaign rally in Coachella, California. On Saturday, deputies arrested 49-year-old Vem Miller of Las Vegas. Investigators say Miller was sitting in an SUV at a checkpoint near the rally. And they say he had illegal weapons on him that included a loaded handgun, a shotgun, and a high-capacity magazine. Authorities detained Miller, and he was put in jail, but he later posted $5,000 bail and walked free. The Sheriff's Department is still investigating this incident. Well, in news for your money, several retail companies are rolling out new AI shopping experiences just ahead of Black Friday. Amazon's new chatbot Rufus will try to predict what shoppers want to buy, and just a few days ago, Walmart launched a personalized AI assistant that knows who you are when you're on their website and can even create personalized shopping experiences. Experts say in this era of AI, only a few companies with a huge amount of data will have the major advantage. Well, SpaceX's Starship rocket has completed its 5th test flight. This is video taken from a buoy on the Indian Ocean. The craft splashed down here after flying halfway around the world. The ship, which is taller than a 20-story building, launched early this morning from Texas. No one was on board, but the flight is a key milestone toward the company's aim to make Starship a fully reusable rocket system. Coming up, the Washington State Cougars won their first true road game last night. And coming up in sports, hear from Coach Jake Dickert on the team's win against the Fresno State Bulldogs.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
If itty-bitty value meals from other places could talk, they'd talk like this.
If Arby's $7 double meats meal could talk, it'd talk like me. Arby's, we have the meats.
During our spectacular savings event, save up to $15,000 off or 0% APR on a new GMC Sierra 1500. There are never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Our story began with my dad becoming forgetful, that then morphed into an Alzheimer's diagnosis. And at the same time, my mom had Parkinson's. I want the best for my parents because they wanted the best for me. I think if I had WA-Cares, I would have had a different reality. There's a little less pressure, a lot less fear. WA-Cares and your ability to take it to another state is huge.
I'm Carmela Conroy, and my story starts here.
Grandpa was a union mason on the Grand Coulee Dam. Dad worked on the Great Northern Railway. We were raised to look out for our neighbors. That's why, as a Spokane County deputy prosecutor, I held violent offenders accountable. As a Foreign Service officer, I worked in conflict zones. We need leaders in Congress who will stand up for veterans and military families. I'm Carmela Conroy, and I approve this message.
It's time for 4 News Now, Coats for Kids. Drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate Coats for Kids through October 31st.
Share the warmth and do good this winter. Buy a gently used coat for a child at Goodwill and donate in store. Or bring in a new or gently used coat. Every donated coat helps a child stay warm this winter. Together, let's change lives and keep lots of kids warm this winter.
During our spectacular savings event, save up to $8,500 off or 3.9% APR on a new Sierra 2500 HD Pro. There are never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Arby's is full of choices. You can get your favorite stuff 3 for $5.
Pretty good.
Incredible value. Reach in and eat whatever you grab. Arby's, we have the meat.
Under head coach Jake Dickert, the Washington State Cougars have struggled with their fourth quarter finishing, but for the second time this season, Washington State won their game when trailing their opponent heading into those final 15 minutes. Now, it wasn't the most attractive win, but it's a win, and now the Cougars have their best start to their season since 2018. And while Dickert knows there's things to clean up this week, there are also things to celebrate. WSU won their first true road game of the season, and they're now 5-1. Which is a sigh of relief compared to last season's 6 consecutive losses. The team has also proved they can win in multiple ways. Dickert says the win against the Bulldogs was a win for all 3 phases.
I mean, what a grind. What a grinded out win. Ebbs and flows, highs and lows. It was a complete team win, and I think that's what it was, all 3 phases. Dean Janikowski was nails making those field goals. Offense did enough. We turned the ball over. Defense made a big play. Ethan O'Connor's pick 6. Just a game changer. Things went our way at the end. We said one thing last night. Let's get the game to the fourth quarter, and we're going to grind it out for a win, and that's what our team did.
Well, the offense probably wasn't as explosive as Coug fans are used to seeing. John Mateer threw for just 172 yards and only completed half of his passes, while freshman standout Wayshawn Parker was the team's leading rusher with just 63 yards. The Cougs will be back in Pullman for their homecoming game against Hawaii this Saturday at 12:30. The Idaho Vandals were given nothing but trouble in their 5th straight game against a ranked opponent. Number 3 Montana State has been the toughest tests for the Vandals so far this season. And head coach Chase Neck has been deciding between 2 quarterbacks to take the reins after starting quarterback Jack Lane went down with a collarbone injury in the beginning of this season. Now, Nick Josepek started for the Vandals last night, but Coach X said Josepek broke his collarbone in the first half. So the Vandals will be leaning on Jack Wagner for the foreseeable future.
Got a lot of confidence in Wags. Obviously, we beat Wyoming with Wags, beat Albany, beat Abilene Christian. So we got a lot of confidence in Wags, and we'll rally around him and get him ready to go.
Wagner has been dealing with a lingering shoulder injury himself. Coach X says he's not 100%, but they're going to do everything they can to get him ready to play back at home against Cal Poly in the Kibbie Dome.
There's too many things right now that are costing us football games that we can't do.
Well, since the Seahawks played on Thursday, they've got a longer week to figure those things out. And Coach Mike McDonald says the missed tackles on defense is one of the many things Seattle has to work out before their next game day. And I haven't lived in Washington for too long. I'm starting to learn the pain of being a Seattle sports fan. The Seahawks started 3-0, and after the loss against the Niners on Thursday, they've now lost their last 3 games and are 3-3 on the season. But McDonald says there's also plenty of positives to take away. The effort, the intent, and the physicality of his team is there. They've just got some technique and decision-making errors to fix before next Sunday. That matchup, the Seahawks are headed to Atlanta to face Kirk Cousins and the Falcons, looking to get back in the win column. 4 News Now will be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Washington Trust Bank Shred Day.
I had surgery as a child that I barely remember. But decades later, the insurance company called that a pre-existing condition and denied me long-term care insurance. Washington State created a long-term care benefit to help millions of people like me afford the care we need. But I-2124 will take that benefit away, leaving millions with no way to get or afford long-term care. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. That's why we all have to vote no on I-2124.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from Les.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Welcome to Coeur d'Alene Honda.
Thank you. I've been coming here for years, and I've always felt just like family.
Our customers love how easy it is to do business with us.
We have Hondas for every budget.
And we have some of the best pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and select pre-owned Hondas come with our lifetime warranty.
And all new Hondas come with the first year of free maintenance.
Coeur d'Alene Honda with the nationwide lifetime warranty at no additional cost to you.
Awarded Dealer of the Year and rated 4.7 on Google.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we've been family owned and operated for over 50 years.
And don't forget about the lifetime warranty.
We had a beautiful sunny weekend, and we'll hold on to those warm conditions for tomorrow. We have a high of 77 degrees. We're expecting plenty of sunshine yet again. And then Tuesday, that's where we start to cool down just a bit there. 70 degrees is our high. Wednesday, cooling down even more to a high of 60 and rain. And then we have plenty of rain for the week ahead. So quite a little bit of a turnaround here. So definitely take advantage of those hot temperatures while you can, because things will begin to feel a lot more fall-like very, very soon here.
Try to soak up the sun, get your vitamin D supplements ready. That's the goal.
We're the California transplants here. I mean, we're sad about it.
All three of us.
I know.
We are. We just realized right now.
What do we look forward to, though? We got the pumpkin patches.
Exactly.
That's true.
I mean, all the fall stuff.
Yeah, it was a little too warm for the sweaters and the hot cocoa before, but now really embrace it.
And plus, as everyone says, we always need the rain.
Exactly. Yes, good rain
well,
for
thanks for watching 4 News Now at 6. We'll see you tonight at 11.